Tunadai Njeri. Tunadai nani? Tunadai Njeri. Tunataka nini? Tunataka Njeri. Tunataka nani? Tunataka Njeri. Tunadai nani? Tunadai Njeri. Tunadai nani? Tunadai Njeri. Tunadai nani? Tunadai Njeri.
Rose was nowhere to be found. At this moment, we're still here, wondering where they have took Njeri, and they have not come here to plea anything. So at this moment, our comrades, our Kenyan, please let's stand for Rose.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Celestine Wandia. I'll be your host for today. And we will be talking about the arrest of a software developer, Rose Njeri, here in Kenya. She was arrested on Friday and has been held at Pangani police station from then up to today. Today, she is being taken to court. Now, it seems like President William Ruto and Samia Suluhu are siblings when it comes to arresting people, because Rose Njeri was arrested because she created a website that would enable Kenyans to reject the finance bill. She created this website to enable Kenyans to send emails and to tell the parliament which part of the finance bill 2025 they are not happy with, because this finance bill, if you haven't read it, it's going to make life more expensive than it already is. She was arrested because the government is fearing that she is instigating the 2025 protest. And my question is, nobody has to instigate anything or start up anything. If what they are being given or more taxes are being added, Kenyans definitely would not want that, because who wants a higher cost of living than it already is? No one. I believe no one wants to pay more for everything, yet the government seems to be introducing more taxes and more to the Finance Bill 2025. And if you haven't read it, the main point is that they are going to access your M-Pesa or bank statements, that is the KRA can access them without even needing a letter or from the court or you being taken to court to give permission for them to access those documents. They could just be taken out of the free air and they would come for you if something is not adding up. So this violates privacy to a deeper level. And Kenya is a democratic country, and apparently democracy isn't being practiced very well right now, because this reminds me of last year when people would be held, tortured the same way because of the 2024 protest. It seems the government is scared of the uproar again. Tell me what you think about this in the comments below. The LSK Union, that is the Law Society of Kenya, led by Faith Odhiambo, are today trying to determine which court Rose Njeri is going to be taken to.
So we are currently at Pangani police station. We arrived here early in the morning, only to be told she had just been picked up. We were just some few minutes past 7:30. Her lawyer, Sam, who has been there throughout, one of the lawyers for the Law Society of Kenya who was representing her, was here some few minutes past 7:30. We need to be told she had just been picked up. So we are trying to follow up and find out where she has been taken and where she shall be arraigned. And so we also ask our advocates in whichever court that you've been today, please be vigilant, so that if Rose is brought before whichever court, alert us so that we'll be able to ensure that she's well represented, or if you can, quickly be able to enter appearance so that she's not unrepresented. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Precious Howie, a comrade and an active Kenyan. At this moment we are at Milimani. We are at Milimani standing in solidarity with the case of Rose Njeri. By the chance that we are here, Rose Njeri is nowhere to be seen. His family and some lawyers and the LCK president Faith went in the morning at Pangani police station, and the OCS of Pangani told them that the DCI took Rose to Upper Hill, Capitol Hill police station. When they reached here, Rose was nowhere to be found. At this moment, we're still here, wondering where they have took Njeri, and they have not come here to plea anything. So at this moment, our comrades, our Kenyan, please let's stand for Rose.
Boniface Mwangi and other activists were at Pangani police station asking for her to be released yesterday, but nothing so far. She is still being held.
Njeri. Tunadai nani?
Tunadai Njeri.
Tunataka nini?
Tunataka Njeri.
Tunataka nani?
Tunataka Njeri.
Tunadai nani?
Tunadai Njeri.
Tunadai nani?
Tunadai Njeri.
Tunadai nani?
Tunadai Njeri.
Flight risk, her abode is known very well, her domicility that is, and everything else is very clear. So there's no reason to keep her here. But because they just want to show us they are powerful and they can do whatever they want, that is exactly what they're doing. Exercising powers recklessly and with impunity. So it's abuse of power, and we continue to remain vigilant as Kenyans until justice is done for Njeri and everyone else.
Tunataka nani?
Tunataka Njeri.
Tunataka nani?
Tunataka Njeri.
Tunataka nani?
Tunataka Njeri.
Tunataka nani?
Tunataka Njeri.
So the question is, where is the government of Kenya heading if a simple website can make them come and arrest you from the comfort of your home, all because you are intimidated by a website? If these leaders did their jobs and gave Kenyans what they need, that is lower cost of living, less taxes, I believe we would even not concern ourselves with other things that they are doing. Because you are oppressing Kenyans, taking them or kidnapping them, adding more taxes on that. Who would want that on themselves? No one. Government officials like Justin Muturi and Rigathi Gachagua have come forward and said this is no way for the government to be operating. This is not the right way. And Kenyans were participating in their rights by using the website to say no to certain clauses in the finance bill protest. Tell me, have you read the finance bill? And if you haven't, we have done a video on it and what taxes it is going to add. Check it out. And if he is being intimidated by a website, and so far even the finance bill, not most Kenyans have yet to read it. And when they do, I believe they will have some opinions. Some things will need to be changed. If a website is intimidating at this time, now ask yourself what will happen when Kenyans go through that document in unison and decide there are clauses that they do not want and the government says no. I hope we do not have a repeat of what happened last year because we lost a lot of people. Many people were hurt and some traumatized for life. All because the government didn't want to reject. They were saying there is no way we can operate on such a budget or the finance bill that was of the previous year because that is what we have been using. But so far, we have been using it. So it just seems like they wanted more money to use for their own personal benefits. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I have been your host, Celestine Wendia.